Okay, I do want to go really quickly to Fox News and their commentary on this because they're losing their minds. It seems Laura Ingraham is very upset, very, very upset at the way that Luigi's actions are being received by the broader American public.
We'll dig into it later. The Instagram posts from nutbag people, which I was sent in the commercial break earlier.
The Instagram posts I've seen from nutbag people. CEO slaying suspect.
Crazy. Like, he's cute. He's and people celebrating this. This is a sickness. Honestly, it's so disappointing, but I guess we shouldn't be surprised. Gentlemen, thank you so much. And up next, the other big news out of New York, Daniel Penny. A lot of people think he's a hero, and tonight he's not guilty. My take.
Wait, not even a shred of irony. I like that they do basically what I do, but the opposite, where I always will be like, there's a difference between good things and bad things, guys. Okay. Like, there's a difference between someone with an understandable position, an understandable point of radicalization, or like someone who's like addressing, you might not appreciate the methods there. And I understand that. But like, she literally is basically saying like, no, when you kill a homeless person, that's awesome. When you kill a CEO, how dare people celebrate this without even a shred of irony? I believe both of these problems require not vigilante justice, but actual, legislative changes. I believe that we need broad, sweeping legislative changes that will make sure that people are no longer hurting. Okay. When you murder a homeless person, they let you go. When you kill a CEO, they launch a nationwide manhunt. It's kind of crazy. This is almost a similar instance to like, America's reception and the American government's attitude towards the ICC and international courts of international organs of justice, and the way that they've collaborated and cooperated with the ICC in the process after Russia's unjustifiable invasion of Ukraine, versus the way that they're operating for the past year and their reception and their attitude and resentment, dare I say, towards those very same instruments of justice when they're telling America that they might be in the wrong for their unconditional loyalty and support to Israel. It's like having these two situations. Is wild. I know. I have a mic mute situation. I know. It's just fine. It's not that. I fixed it. The mic wire is cooked, but I fixed it. Oh, all right. Interesting that this is the Ingram angle. Manifesto founder Luigi Mangione. Mangione mentions United Healthcare by name, noting the size of the company and how much money it makes, according to a senior law enforcement official who saw the document. The manifesto also broadly condemns healthcare companies for placing profits over care, the official said. I think it's going to be really funny when people realize that his attitude is also similar to that deny, defend, depose book, where it's like, I'm not against profit making. I just think these big healthcare companies are going a little too far with their profit-seeking attitudes. Because like that book that people were talking about, Delay, Deny, Depose, that book literally does not have an issue with, as far as I understand, it doesn't have an issue with profit in the healthcare sector. It just has an issue with like the practices and how much they deny. They deny too much, Mangione hails from an influential real estate family in a Baltimore metropolitan area. We already talked about it. That traces their lineage to Sicily. His eyebrows already told me that. His grandfather, Nick Mangione Sr., and grandmother, Mary C. Mangione, purchased Turf Valley Country Club in Ellicott City. Conservatives are trying desperately to claim that his anger at the absurdity of health insurance companies is more deranged than the absurdity of health insurance companies themselves, and they're failing miserably because they misread the American people. Yeah. The Mangione family also founded the nursing home company Lorien Health Services, which he worked at, by the way. The family business also included ownership of the radio station WCBM AM, which airs politically conservative programs. Mangione's cousin, Nino Mangione, is a Republican state delegate who hosts a show on WCBM. He did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Goes to show, once again, that it literally does not matter what your family's political background is, how wealthy you are. Healthcare can still cook you. The point is, it doesn't matter how wealthy you are. It doesn't. This is not like a card carrying communist. Okay, I don't think this is the case. I think this is a person, regardless of like how wealthy he is or how wealthy his family is, experience, it seems, as far as all we know, but this is still pure speculation, but as far as we understand, as far as we know, it seems like, he was a victim to the profit-seeking ways in which the American for-profit healthcare insurance system works. That's it. Anyway, you can be rich and still be fucked over by the American for-profit healthcare industry. That's my point. I think that's just how shitty healthcare is. Honestly, that's what I think. Like, I think you can have a job, you can go to UPenn, you can be a valedictorian, come from a rich ass family, and still be fucked over by healthcare. And also on top of that, yes, I know, on his Goodreads, one of the books that he wanted to read was Mein Kampf. I know. I think he's a regular STEM bro who is really into podcasts. You don't know if he wanted to read the book while shaking his head like this. You don't know. Just so everybody knows. Could be a Harlan Crow style situation. Gonna be hard to pick a jury. No women. He's too cute. No Italians. Difficult in New York, but not impossible. No one who has any kind of experience with private healthcare. Impossible unless they can get like an 8-year-old. No one who likes the Lorax. Scratch the 8-year-olds. Yeah, no gay people either. He's a Charlie XCX fan. Recently watched Wicked. Elon Musk, Tesla, SpaceX, and the quest for a fantastic future. Rated at 4 stars. Read from 10/4/2020 to 10/17/2020. 1984 George Orwell, 4 stars. Lorax, 5 stars. Hillbilly Elegy. Yeah, I saw this one. The Promise, Avatar The Last Airbender, 4 stars. Born a Crime, Trevor Noah, Stories from a South African Childhood, 5 stars. And Hillbilly Elegy, 3 stars. Okay, I wouldn't have given it even 3 stars, but he wanted to know more about Zuko's mom. But yeah, latest on the case is, oh God, they're literally glazing the one cop that collared him. He's only been 6 months on the job. It's like, okay, dude, he didn't do shit. He just walked over after a tip and got this like scared guy and arrested him. Luigi Mangione will most likely be transferred to a Pennsylvania State Correctional Facility this evening, according to Josh Shapiro. Mangione faces 2 felony charges related to a firearm and false ID and 3 misdemeanors, 2 relating to a possession and a use of false ID and 1 relating to a possession of an instrument of a crime. But yeah, the McDonald's, this McDonald's is full of rats. Food 1, service 1, atmosphere 1, 1 star. This location has rats in the kitchen that will make you sick and your insurance isn't going to cover it. People are in mass spamming, review bombing the McDonald's where he got popped.
This is literally,
so you felt joy. You felt
I'm so
joy.
glad that you played that clip because you'll see that I didn't
And
say
then she
that
said
I felt
she
joy in the
misspoke
man's
and
death.
clarified.
Oh.
And I didn't say
You
that I
don't think,
felt
Mark,
joy in
it was
that
more
man's
that she
death?
wished she hadn't said she felt joy? Because
No.
you suddenly...
Ugh. Oy. Why is this kind of like smarmy clickbaiting, like quote combing so permitted on the right, but when leftists do it, everybody yells at them for being fucking annoying and being like woke scold SJWs. It's just like, it's so frustrating to see. Like, how come nobody ever fucking calls out the right for this shit? You're being an annoying little woke scold and not offering room for nuance in this conversation. Is your goal to have dialogue, or is it just simply to sit here and deflect the attention away from the primary concerns? I'm over here explaining what, I don't know, the broader population feels. But it seems like that's not something you want to have. That's not a conversation you want to have.